I invest in equity stocks. I do a bit of venture capital, and I bought a house, so I'm paying my EMI. So that's an investment, I guess.
Okay. Well, I have an altogether different viewpoint, right? I believe that, when your money is involved, you need to have like a fund manager. So I don't really get involved in what kind of investments that my fund manager does. But I just know that it is safe, and it is probably like a 40-60 ratio in terms of equities and debt.
Currently, I don't have any specific investment. I did buy a house. That's the only thing that counts as an investment for now.
For me, my investments are very limited with what I handle directly, which are stocks, FT, and crypto. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
I barely invest in anything. Just sits in the FD and savings account. That's all.
I SIP out like monthly installments out to whatever funds like dad asked me to, and a few suggestions from his friends. Just put money in there and hope it grows.
Wherever my dad says, FDs, NSC, PPF, nothing adventurous.
I don't do that actually, because whatever money I get, I spend in things which I want. So there's very little left actually to invest.
I was 17.
I don't know my age now. I think I was 21 when I started,
Okay.
yes.
I started investing back in 2016 when I did my first debut movie, and there was this huge chunk of money and I didn't know how to go about it. That's when my parents said, FD, FD, FD. And that's how it started. So
Can you reveal how much of the amount?
No, I cannot, sorry.
I started investing in, I think, 2014. So
Okay.
quite at a young age, I had sort of a side gig and some money that I came in, and my dad always investing in stocks before that. So then I did that, and more actively once I got a job and I started earning a bit more money than I need, and that's when I started investing. So about 5 years ago.
I started investing, not too early on, when I was around 23, 24.
That is quite early.
I'm 29 right now, so I wish I started very, very, very early, to be honest.
Oh, I started when I was 21, like straight out of college. Just felt like the right thing to do.
Okay, I started investing, I think, at the age of 18. I think I started investing very early.
I think I started investing around 23, I suppose. Like I'm 29 right now. So I've been like 5-6 years now.
Like 8 years back. I would still feel that that's late, very late.
I can answer that.
Go for
So
it.
I think just sort of growing up in the household, we always were showed what money means and how it should be saved. And at some point, someone very close to me said, your salary won't make you money, your money should make you money. So that was sort of the motivation to start doing that, and made sense to do it and keep some money aside for a rainy day.
But also you need to have a backup plan when things go in the right way. That's important.
For the rainy day and a good day.
Yeah.
as well, right? Yeah, that's
For the rainy and
a
the
sunny day.
I have less serious goals. Like I'd buy a good pair of jeans if I can fit. Like just have that optionality, like the freedom to do what I deem fit with my money.
I think investing is a high, right? Every time I invest, I just feel like, I don't know, there's a natural drive that I want to invest more and more money.
Something that will make my life more comfortable, and I don't have to think twice before, wanting to get something. I invest because I need tax rebate.
The best piece of financial advice is the day you get your salary, you know how much you should remove and forget about it and assume that it's spent. So I do that, and I think I'm very happy doing that.
I think that's step one after you start earning, where you realize that out of your expenses, after your expenses, you don't go and invest, but you invest first, save up, and then
you spend the money. Yeah.
I have yet to come across the best advice.
So best advice for me has come from my father, which is to start early, and which is why I started quite early.
Elon Musk, crypto. Worst.
Hey, you can blame Elon Musk for anything that's
For
happening in
everything
the
and
world
anything,
these
to be
days, right?
honest. Yeah, 100%.
Blame Elon Musk.
Bad would be, like you're not 30 yet, why do you need to save money?
Worst, I've come across like random advices. One advice has flown down from his family to me as well, that you should just put all your money in buying a house and then live with nothing. So I would say, yeah, that's been the worst advice.
For me, it's just like almost like a pond where you just sort of the money sort of goes in, and then you have something nice to swim in someday. So start from an empty space and fill it up. So something like that. For me, that's wealth, at least.
So that's what wealth is. You have the comfort of being able to run into any problem and be okay with it. Just to be, able to live with that.
For me, wealth, from a very, very early age, I kept hearing the proverb, health is wealth.
Yeah.
And that actually made a lot of sense later on, wherein if you are financially independent, if you have that source of income, like indirectly, your health's gonna be like top class. So like no stress, nothing, you can live that sort of life you wanna live. And yeah, that's what wealth is for me.
Wealth, something that I don't have currently. The day I'm able to shop at the airport without a second thought is when I'm wealthy. Not reached there yet.
Five years?
10. Made in
She was in movies, so that's how she got.
Okay, 8 to 10 years, yeah.
5 years.
I mean, considering terms and conditions applied, that I'm staying at my house and my mom's handling all the household stuff and...
Oh, like that?
Yeah,
25 years.
And then I don't have to go out. Exactly.
I think by going by our previous answers, this part should be in black and white with a sad music in the background.
With the raindrops.
With the raindrops.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I think I live with my parents. So without my job, if I continue to live with my parents, I can go on forever.
I mean, for me, with my current lifestyle, not changing anything, like not living on the bus stand of Majestic, none of that, I will survive for maximum 2.5 to 3 years, give or take.
Oh,
Perpetually.
You'll be able to.
Yeah, why not?
What's your runway?
Oh, okay. If there's no additional amount of money coming in, what's the runway?
Yeah.
That's that.
Oh man, I don't want to say this.
Depends. It's my money or somebody else's money. I can be a parasite on my dad's money. 7-8 months if I don't cut down on my expenses. If I really cut down on my expenses, then maybe a little more. Maybe I'll touch 12 months, that's it. Not more.
Yeah, I'll move in with my parents too. It's easier than I can sustain for life, I think.
For me, I was lucky. Two things. One, I come from a Marwari family. So, money is always something that we say is in our bloods, but it's something that my father, my grandfather, tried to bring into our lives very early from as a kid. And not, for example, never had pocket money, but always was said, you take how much of money you need, you have to be accountable for it. So I think that's what taught me how to be more responsible with my money and my parents' money. So that's where sort of that literacy part comes in.
We were just taught what are these formulas and how you derive it and how...
Simple interest,
yes,
compound
simple interest and compound interest, right?
I did not get any financial awareness through my school. I think it's really important because I think it's something which you need throughout your life. From the first penny you make until you retire and afterwards, it's always necessary, right? I started working and I was like, okay, what is Form 16? What is ATC? What is HRA? What are these mutual funds? Why are they subjected to market risk?
Oh, by all means, I've had friends that are super successful with their careers, struggle with figuring out what taxes they need to pay, which is not the most complicated math, and it's a very core skill, being good with your money, very, very different from being intellectually good or being good at accounts or otherwise. It's a very, very important life skill and very orthogonal to anything else you do, like sports, anything else you do.
So in school, it should definitely be. I think that's one of the most important pieces that we don't have available in the current curriculum system that we have in India. So that should definitely be a part is what I feel. As for me, no, I was not taught anything about financial managing finances or anything related to this. All my education, like I mentioned, came from my family.
I think instead of teaching us how to find X, we should have been taught how to manage money.
Yeah, maths can be replaced actually, I think.
10,
I think 14 years or something.
14?
Doubled every year, 10 years, right?
Yeah, 15, 20 years.
To make 1,000 crores. For 1 lakh to 1 crore, it will be 7 years.
8 years.
Then I think, I don't know, like 1 lakh to 1 crore will be 7 years. I don't know.
First, I have to count the zeros in 1,000 CR and then maybe do some maths. I don't know, 40
Is it
years or
like
something.
possible in one lifetime?
I'll have to ask my dad.
My brain can't process it actually. There's a lot of numbers there.
And a lot of money, not seen so much.
1 lakh to 1,000 crores every year. I think it's going to take 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah. Yeah. Diligently doing it every year without fail.
Only legal methods, right?
Yeah. Okay. I hope so.
I mean,
We were discussing about Vegas.
we were
That doesn't
discussing
count.
about Vegas too, but yeah, legally, okay.
Legally, okay.
100% like, I have no idea.